Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. Just saw. Oh my god. No way. How does that even happen? New Year's festivities. Is it New Year's? It's not even New Year's. Drunken dancing on tables can lead injuries like this one that occurred recently in Spain. Dance responsibly. Let's get some responsible dancing. Yeah, guys. Be responsible when shaken. Please, 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 just be careful. Boom.
Soar into Paramount Plus. Browse and stream blockbusters. Catch new originals and exclusive series. Enjoy hit shows of every year. Stream a mount of entertainment with Paramount Plus.
The Marks Boxing Week event is on now. Visit Marks or Marks.com. Welcome to Mojo Plays, and today we're taking a look at the 10 best items in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. For this list, we'll be looking at the most useful offensive and defensive items Link uses in his latest adventure. We aren't including weapons or armor sets since we've already made lists for those. However, we did consider individual pieces of armor that are not part of sets. Which of these items have you gotten the most use out of? Is there something we left off? Share your thoughts in the comments. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Bomb Flowers. While the abilities from Tears of the Kingdom are overall better, one of the few things I wish had been carried over from Breath of the Wild is the bomb ray. An endless supply of remote bombs is just way too useful. In this game, bomb flowers return to the series and can be found throughout the depths, but also in caves and wells. Their destructive capabilities are obvious. The AoE blast from a fused bomb arrow is great against groups of enemies, especially the intimidating Gloom Hands. But it's also nice to be well stocked when it comes to exploring underground. Sure,
Enemy soldier incoming.
Dance regular, please.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by.
But that's not nearly as quick or satisfying as just blowing everything up. Majora's Mask.
Always me, always. I couldn't even finish my text messages about dark arts dancing. She was participating in some dark art dancing girl, lost the fucking damn foot up in this bitch. Like, you better watch yourself, child. Watch yourself. Whoa, I'm dead.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
Thanks, I'm definitely not going out dancing. Also, too,
Coliseum ruins of Central Hyrule.
be careful.
We're up in 3 mics. Let's move.
Recently tougher Lionels.
We got the green light. You're going to the war
Who
zone.
knows
Grab your gear and
what's
shoot.
going on?
We're up in 3. Rules of engagement are simple. Weapons free on all threats.
Dark art dancing gone wrong.
Let's get this done.
Dark art dancing gone wrong. What's wrong with these children?
Battle Royale.
Absolutely no idea where he is.
You got gas closing in fast. Unass yourself to the safe zone.
Daniel.
Swing away madly, or go behind.
Yo, be careful.
Sneak attack. It's
Careful.
just as helpful when
She
used
was
defensively. If you
dark
find yourself
art
overwhelmed, just
dancing.
throw one at your feet and make an easy escape. The publisher lets players live out their ninja fantasies, which we very much appreciate. Golden apples. Just like its predecessor, Tears of the Kingdom features survival mechanics, like gathering resources for meals that regain health and add status benefits. The sequel introduced golden apples, a much more
Golden
fair
apples.
alternative to regular apples.
It's
While
an
they may not be
alternative
the
to all
most
the other
exciting,
regular apples out there, bitch. Let me tell you something.
Enemies are dropping.
Oh my god, you wanna play this? You wanna play this game? He went behind a tree. Who fucking goes behind a tree like that? Well, good news. The person I'm facing is probably MIA. Hopefully. If not, I'm just gonna win. Whatever.
Steering stick. Out of all the Zonai devices in Tears of the Kingdom, the steering stick is certainly one of the more ordinary ones. Its purpose is admittedly self-explanatory. Whatever Link builds, this will let him control in which direction it goes. The early access vehicle building isn't a major focus, and those you can make are used only briefly. But we've seen player creativity explode since the game's launch, with dozens of unique designs for vehicles and, of course, instruments of warfare. But if the steering stick wasn't in the game, there's no way anyone would spend as much time building their creations as they do. Ancient Heroes Aspect. We might be cheating with this next entry, but the Ancient Heroes aspect is still a single piece of armor. And since we didn't include it in our armor sets video, we'll give it some praise here. Link earns this after completing all 152 shrines the game has to offer, which is quite a lot of work. It begins with a base defense of 12, but can reach up to 84,
Holy fuck, eh?
putting it on par with the fully upgraded Soldier set and Wild set, which have the highest defense stats in the game. It also makes Link resemble the ancient Zonai hero from the original Calamity. A nice aesthetic touch. Muddle Buds. Along with puff shrooms and bomb flowers, you will find muddle buds growing all over the decks. Whenever an enemy is hit with one, it causes them to become overly aggressive and attack the monsters they once called friends. It may not be as exciting to the go-in guns blazing type of player, but we find it extremely satisfying to watch them all rip each other apart. Muddle Buds also have some extra benefits other than just turning enemies against one another. It can stop Lionels from using their bows, and when fused to an 8-fold long blade, the weapon's Wind Blast hits multiple enemies with the same effect. Yes, fight for me, minions. Rockets. The rocket is one of the most fun Zonai devices to use, especially for those of us who lack patience. If you grow tired of your various vehicles taking too long to get moving, just attach one or two of these bad boys. Link will quickly zoom off, starting
You got a
with
loadout drop
fantastic
inbound.
speed before the rocket runs out a few moments later. However, I found myself using it much more often as a replacement for Rivali's Gale, arguably the best champion ability from Breath of the Wild. Link can attach
Gas
one
is
rocket
inbound,
at a time
marking
to
a new
shield,
safe zone.
which will then propel him high into the air. It makes reaching a higher area much easier when ascend isn't an option. Lightning Helm. Fire damage hurts. Ice damage hurts and stuns. But electric damage hurts, stuns, and can cause you to drop your gear. We all know how annoying it is, and so an item that completely removes that is something every player should seek out. Link can earn the Lightning Helm after gaining access to the Yiga clan's hideout. He'll have to defeat 9 foot soldiers within their combat training, an easy feat for something so beneficial. When worn, it makes Link immune to electric damage, whether it be from a lightning strike during a storm, or an electric arrow from an archer. Thunder and King Gleox are the exception. It simply makes their electric
You're losing
blasts
ground.
non-elemental
Move it.
damage, because otherwise, those fights would not be fair. Peace Eyeballs. They come from one of the weakest, most commonly recurring enemies in Zelda. Yet Peace Eyeballs are incredible resources. When fused to an arrow, they give it a homing effect that makes Link always hit his mark, as long as he isn't too far away. Not only do they move in, but they'll also be a critical hit the majority of the time. While Aracuda Eyeballs do the same thing, keys come in a variety of elemental types, which are added to the arrow along with the homing feature. All of this would be plenty to earn our love, but they become even more destructive with a multi-shot bow. With a single eyeball and arrow, you're guaranteed multiple hits at once.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Mojo Plays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
Welcome to Mojo Plays, and today we're compiling all of our videos on hidden secrets in Zelda.
What do I got? I got 250. That's nothing.
Easter eggs, interactions,
Oh, they
details,
fucking
and
probably
mechanics
got
that
all
some
this stuff
players
on
may
here.
be unaware of.
Friendly UAV is tracking targets.
Here we go.
Ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Link's favorite tunes. One of the game's most charming Easter eggs started making the rounds soon after launch. It appears Link is more than familiar with the soundtracks of his own series, as when he cooks, you might hear him humming familiar tunes. Players have noticed some classic tracks, such as Zelda's Lullaby, Epona's Song, and the franchise's main theme. However, he'll also hum newer songs like Ballad of the Goddess and Cass's theme.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
This franchise has always been great at incorporating its cherished music in different ways. So it was nice to see these songs pop up here, on top of it being adorable.
Wow. That's the last guy died.
Cycling
just an opportunity to do better.
Tears of the Kingdom gives players a new bag of tricks to play with, though the one you likely use most is Ultra Hand. It can pick up many objects, but is also used to weld things together to create distractions. However, Ultra Hand is not the original name. Nintendo recycled it from the toy it produced before becoming a game company, first released in 1966. It was actually created by
Gas is inbound.
also created the iconic Game Boy. It has been referenced in several Nintendo releases, though this is the second instance of it in a Zelda game. In Majora's Mask 3D, you can spot one hanging on a wall in the Clocktown Bomb Shop. The Shrine of Resurrection. For any players feeling nostalgic about Breath of the Wild, the sequel rewards
how
you
does
for
that
taking the time to
happen?
explore the original game's opening area. If you head back to the Shrine of Resurrection on the Great Plateau, you'll see its
They're
entrance is covered by vines.
Just so you all
Inside
know.
is a healing pool, but in the back, there's a hole that drops you into a small Yiga clan hideout.
Some girl just literally danced her fucking foot right off her fucking leg. Never seen anything like it. It's like she was making up for all the dancing she never had all through COVID in one night, and then her fucking foot fell right off.
You can also revisit the Temple of Time to earn the nostalgic fabric, which models your paraglider after the one in the first game. Korok Rocks. Koroks are back in Tears of the Kingdom, either to your delight or your displeasure. Other than the heavy backpack-toting Koroks who need help reaching their friends, how you find them hasn't changed all that much. One of the common hiding places of these forest dwellers is in a pattern of rocks, which requires you to find a missing one to complete it. However, if you don't feel like searching and you happen to have a weapon or shield with a rock fused to it already, that will also
It's like, what did you do last night? Oh, I don't know. I went to the club and I like danced my foot off. Never danced like that before in my life, but it was the funnest dancing I've ever participated, witnessed, was a part of. Group fucking occasion. It was an interesting thing. I've just never. Wow.
Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly.
Champion amiibos in Breath of the Wild, you'd earn the respective characters' divine health. These masks resemble each divine beast and give you a nice perk. They appear again in Tears of the Kingdom, but are unlocked through a side quest after completing each of the 4 main dungeons. If Link is wearing one, the sage from the corresponding region will also don a mask, just the ancient version of it that we see sages of the past wear.
Like, who dances their feet off? Who?
All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for
That's
deployment.
unreal.
Good for dust off. We're up in 3 mics. Let's move. There you are. We got the green light. You're going to the war zone. Grab your gear and shoot. You're up in 3. Enemy activity will be high. Expect contact early and often.
In Breath of the Wild, you could fulfill a side quest to earn yourself a house in a particular village.
Let's roll.
The first thing many of us did was in between games,
Battle
someone
Royale.
took it over or moved it with Link. The photos across the wall all connect to the Lucky Clover Gazette
Gas
site
is closing on your
which has
position.
been
Suggest you
followed
hightail it out of there.
access sightings.
Cash drop is en route.
If your Switch has save data for the first game's Champions Valley DLC, you'll also spot that shot of the heroes. Finally, going down the nearby well reveals Zelda's secret study, a chest that holds Link's hairband from the first game, and a diary that tells you where to get a new Champions too. Familiar styles. Just like Breath of the Wild, the game offers series. Is that in to earn them. It's down each piece of the awesome
Fuck.
Gas Gas
this
is
guy.
moving.
Though many others are bound to death. You can dress this Link like your favorite incarnation, whether he be the hero of Winds or the hero of Twilight. Items like
Who
Midna's
the
helmet
fuck
and
is
Majora's
shooting at
Mask
me? These
also come with welcome
motherfuckers.
benefits. The Armor of Awakening is a nice new addition, which humorously pays homage to the cartoony Link's Awakening remake. The Lone Guardian.
Sniper.
Due to their aggressive behavior and the stressful music that accompanied them, we weren't too bummed to learn that Guardians don't appear in Tears of the Kingdom. In fact, the majority of
Watch
ships
this one
in the
already.
first game, including the Divine Beast,
That's not what I want. Yep. There's usually a fucking box up in here. Here it is.
Looks like this intel reveals the location of the next gas spread. Get it to the designated uplink station for decryption. Hurry up!
Marking contracts.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Ooh.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
She's not Humpty Dumpty.
Connection established.
I
I want
want
you
her
to
to
secure
be.
that area until the upload
Put her back
completes.
together, damn it. Put her back together.
Regulations 3512. From there
I like when he has long hair.
Scary. Unseen by sight. Large away. Which
Transfer complete. Marking incoming gas spread coordinates on your
When
tech
it
map.
came to you, no sight, no sound. You rolled up that minigun and like shot him into the ground. Nice. Ninjas, man. Ninjas are coming after us for real, bro. Bunch of 160th SOAR Special Operations Air Regiment guys were chilling out in California. Just, you know.
You got gas moving in.
For training. With a legitimate ninja in ninja garb with the katana. Swinging and attacking them. And they were like bangers, bro. Unconscionable, bro. They're real. They're not just on movies. They're like the weird porno animes that I watch anymore. But before I
What?
Special operator,
The weird
tab,
porno.
Special operations soldiers, bro. I gotta talk about our sponsor. Infinity Kingdom, bruh. Infinity Kingdom is a
The weirdest porn is black and white porn. Because it's like, what the fuck? They don't even use telephones like that anymore.
And defend the world against evil. Merlin, Matilda, Han, bro, they even got dragons.
What?
You begin by choosing a kingdom to fight for and battle the remaining two. But you're not alone, bro. You've got your troops and dragons that you power up and pair with your mortals. Your goal is to conquer the largest city in the land.
Thank you.
Yeah. City Siege, in which you have to occupy as many cities as possible in order to grow stronger, and in the end, the alliance who has successfully occupied the Warheart will get to choose the king for the entire land, bro. There's also an event going on called the Contention of Legends. Join the Contentions of Legends with the Blue India, representing the UK and US, against the Ruslan, representing South Korea, and the Vitas, representing Hong Kong and Taiwan. How do you deal with fast Ruslans? Not sure how? Just open settings, create a new character, and select the Contention of Legends number 97 server. And don't forget to use
sorry, Snoops. Those ones are just all over the place. It's like, woo! Like, I need ones that are like, boom, 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 not like, ee! Like, come on. Come on now.
The perfect hour for ninja attacks, man! Should have been ready. Always gotta be ready for a ninja attack. You never know what's coming!
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
A hangar at a training ground in the middle of the Mojave Desert? A cool NCO. He's just watching over his freaking helicopters and just being like, yeah, man, super cool night. When all of a sudden, a ninja dressed in ninja garb with a katana, man, shows up and just starts asking him questions. And if you got a ninja asking you questions, bro, you're gonna have a bad time, bro. Now, I'm sure
you got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
He's totally pranking me right now. Which one of my fucking is pissed up like a ninja and is totally doing some sort of like weird last samurai ninjutsu crap on me? Tom Cruise, nice. But the ninja was serious. His play to kill them. He kept asking the freaking NCO weird questions. Do you know who I am? And the NCO replied, no, Doc. I don't know who you are. And then Ninja goes back and says, do you know where my family is? Bro, there are red flags popping up everywhere, NCO. You need to get out of there. This ninja's on a warpath, ready to reclaim the honor of those that he's lost in battle, bro. Or, this is a Chinese spy, man. Just saying, bro. Ninjas, jumping over. How did this guy even get into Post, bro? Damn. Super ninja. Unfortunately for the super sweet bro,
gas is closing in.
He did not answer the ninja's questions correctly, man. And the ninja straight up chopped his phone out of his hand and then sliced his freaking leg, dude. Ninja attack. It's not cool, bro. Luckily for the NCO, he was able to skitter revenge into a building and lock it down with an officer.
I wish they would tell us what an NCO is. They're like, that's the basicest question. How could you ask that?
And I'm sure that they didn't believe him at first. This ninja tried to get into the building and smash through one of the windows with a rock, which is totally not like a sweet, cool ninja move. You'd think they would like slide down through a chimney or like use a smoke bomb or something, and they're like, they're there. But nah, he went like not so ninja-y and just took a cinder block to a window, bro. But by then, like the buzzard came, he skewed it. They got him. But there's something fishy going on about this, bro. Something fishy, man. But there were some things that later on developed that tried to cause me to scratch my head a little bit, bro. Like, during the 911 call, the dispatch showed that the NCOs had hunkered down and were waiting for someone to respond. Bro, if that had been like a National Guard, like post or barracks or something like that, the nasty girls would like wake up in the middle of the motor pool at 1 or 2 in the morning, totally drunk on a drill weekend, bro. And then like totally tune up that ninja, man. Maybe like duct tape to like the front flagpole of like their nasty guard pets. Just like sitting there wriggling around as they're like throwing empty beer cans at them. So like 0600 wake up for PT, bro. Where my nasty girls at, bro?
Hey, yeah.
Side note, every freaking unit has got some guy that's super into anime and has like a bunch of dragon knives and swords and katanas all over his room and stacked on his walls and shit. You're telling me you didn't have one of those guys?
That is such a stereotype.
Come on, bro.
He was probably actually a ninja. Maybe he was a ghost. Like, you don't even know.
Game over, bro. Game
Maybe
over.
hallucination.
But anyway, bro, totally saw a move that nobody got super jacked up. That we caught the Ninja Master Man.
Oh, they actually caught him.
Maybe next time you should just
Yeah, that rules out fucking delusion right there if they catch the person.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Are those blank firing adapters?
Usually, this strategy works really good for getting people, and it's really fun because everyone's running. But for whatever reason today, it is not working out the way that I want.
Pull out their fucking carry concealed, even though they're not supposed to have it on in uniform, and they're gonna plug that dude. We need more nasty girls around, bruh. Active component, losing their balls.
I'm a software engineer at Amazon, and I learned how to code on Udemy. I got 2 courses. They were both taught by Dr. Angela Yu. Without Udemy, I could not have gone from being an unemployed musician.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Software engineer. It's crazy to think that that's possible, but I did that on Udemy.
Okay.
It's not necessarily a but it's super fun to shoot turns. It's usually colorful, it's vibrant, there's so much character to a dessert. A lot of how I perceive color or how I want the food to look in my photography is achieved through close work. It's incredibly easy to adjust colors in Lightroom.
Okay. Usually there's a crate here, but for whatever reason there isn't today. I don't know if I have enough time to climb this tower. Do you think there's somebody on this tower? No, don't have time. There is no time to climb.
Breaking a spear shaft with a shield, would that work?
No.
Probably not. You can cut through a spear shaft, but it takes several blows with a sharp sword. It's not a lightsaber. Hi, I'm
It's
Matthew.
not a lightsaber.
My name is Jimmy Ken.
Hi, my name is Tekla Gudurova.
Hi, I'm Shane Adams, the owner of the Knights of Valor.
My name is Jamie Yang.
So today we're going to be looking at some polar combat scenes.
Horseback fights in
Medieval arms and armor.
Nunchuck scenes.
Using a sword out. Okay.
We're going to be looking at some archery scenes from TV, film, and some how to use a
Gas is inbound. Marking a new safe zone. Gulag is closed until further notice. Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Get out of there. Oh, damn. Hey, where's this bitch? Where are you, bitch? Where you at? Where you at? I'm in the fuck out.
25 are still active in the AO.
Always.
We lost that one, but we'll get those
There's
some
no
bitches next time.
gulag. This is it.
Which is long distance shooting, where you shoot
that can shoot very, very well at long range. Many longbow archers could be pretty accurate. The bow looked like it had what they call pony limbs, where you've got the basic bow, and then you have another set of limbs that come off the front. So that limb is attached to that limb, and that limb is attached to that limb, and that gives you way more power. So it would be perfect for that kind of, killing dudes running away kind of archery. I'm going to give it a 9 Game of Thrones, I think. Compound bow is typically sort of either a target style or a hunting bow. You can adjust the angle that the limbs are at, and if you wind them in, it gives you a little bit more power. And I think what he's doing there is maximising his power on his compound bow. Now you can buy arrows that come in parts. That's not how arrows work. That's just asking for trouble. There are points in an arrow.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Into 3 and assembling it, it's not going to behave like it should. Now, that's John Rambo's grenade-tipped arrow. There was a type of broadhead you could buy, and it came in a case like that. I think that's just the case of a broadhead sprayed bronze. Shooting left-handed, so that's okay. But I know later on he shoots it right-handed. The arrow flight on that is utter garbage. I mean, he's shooting okay. He's shooting a compound off his fingers, which is fine. Compounds tend to use a release aid, which gives you a much straighter release. Well, I mean, this type of bow, the further you pull it back, the higher the poundage gets. A compound bow starts high and gets lighter. So you can hold it at full draw for long periods of time, a little bit more sort of fast, a bit more powerful. Grenade-tipped arrow, yeah, they do exist. Whether or not they're commercially available, I don't know. Everything else looked really good. The way he was setting up the bow, the way he was changing his poundage and everything, I like that. And the fact that he shot the arrow, it flew like garbage, but if you got a grenade sitting on the end of the arrow, it probably would fly like that. So weirdly, I think it's probably quite realistic. I'm going to give Rambo an 8. There's a huge tennis ball on the end of her arrow. The more weight you put on the front of an arrow, the less efficient it's going to be. It's just not going to go very far.
Let me just fix this. Give me a second.
Here's a little grabber or something on the end of that arrow. Again, that's going to add even more weight. It's not a case of one arrow fits all. Arrows come in spine weights, and that refers to the stiffness of the arrow. And obviously, certain bows need a certain spine weight. So the higher the poundage the bow, the stiffer the arrow needs to be, and vice versa. So by adding a lot of weight to the front of the arrow, you dynamically weaken the spine of the arrow. So therefore, the arrow will be out of spine and probably just veer off to the right, not hit the left. You can shoot something called a blunt, which is a flat arrowhead, which would be for either stomp shooting, that kind of thing. And when you shoot distance, whether it's low down or high up, you don't move your arm, you move your waist, so you move your whole body, not just your arm up and down. That's something I'm interested in. Shot itself, not very realistic at all. But her shooting is pretty good. We'll go 5. 5 out of 10 in the middle. You've got really long arrows there. It looks like she's only using 2 fingers on the string, one above, one below. I've seen people do that. So she's got quite an overdraw there. She's got this explosive release, which, again, in order to make a good archery shot, you need to keep it concise and simple. Because something like that, you're not going to be able to repeat it time and time again. If you've got a simple release that comes back, you can repeat that. You've got to be safe with everything you film. And I imagine that bow was probably a very real bow, but it was probably such low poundage and had such a stretchy string that it goes straight back to being a straight piece of wood. The distance between the lowest point of the bow and the string. That's called the brace height. If your brace height is too low, your bow becomes very noisy. It becomes quite quick, but it becomes very noisy, and you're really, really in danger of getting some real nasty string burn on your arm.
Warning to parents, this Paramount Plus exclusive event is not suitable for children.
Yes, it's totally disturbing, yes!
South Park, not suitable for children, now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Shooting multiple arrows off the bow at the same time. What happens is the energy comes from the limb, from the string back, and what that does, it pushes the arrow forward. And the heavier the arrow that it needs to push, the more energy it needs to sort of get that arrow to where it needs to go. But if you're shooting multiple arrows, essentially the bow doesn't have multiple arrows on there. It just thinks there's a really heavy arrow. 2 arrows is double the weight, you know, and the more arrows you put on, the heavier weight that bow is going to need to push the arrows through the air, and basically just takes all the guts out of the bow. We'll give one of them a 5. They did all right. In order to shoot well, you need to be able to move. So I think the fact that they've got her in a tight range, she can't shoot properly, I think is brilliant. Archery is all about keeping everything straight. The less influence you can have over the bow, the better the arrow's going to fly. So if you're influencing the shot's not going to go right. So if you can keep everything nice and simple, which she's doing, she's coming back on the same plane as the arrow's going forward. Archery is all about being able to repeat the shot time and time again. There's a famous book called The Art of Repetition, which is all about archery. And if you can replicate your shot time and time again, you will be a fantastic archer. She seems to have a nice, repeatable kind of form there. Now look at this loose. The trick is with archery, you don't let go of the string. The trick is to try and no longer be holding the string. So you've got to relax your hand, let the hand flow back. If you're kind of trying to open your hand as hard as you can, you'll never beat the string. The string is going to be quicker than your reaction is across the board. So if you can just get to your angle point and relax your hand and let it come back, you're going to get a much smoother release. And you can see her hand just relaxes. A lot of people think arrows fly straight, but they don't. You watch an arrow in slow motion, it's like a wet noodle going down range.
Oh my god.
Arrow, which is where you shoot an arrow down the back of another arrow, grain is split, but the grain never runs parallel down the back of an arrow. It will always kind of peel off.
Without a sensor for blood oxidization, Apple lost a long-running fight against a company called Massimo, which makes medical devices, about a sensor for blood oxidization in the Apple Watch. There's a lot of history there that we can talk about, much of which I think is very interesting, but what it amounts to is that Apple lost, and the ITC, the International Trade Commission, put in an import ban, which would mean that Apple could not import and then sell Apple Watches. All recent Apple Watches since the Apple Watch Series 6, except for the SE, would be covered. So basically, no new Apple Watches for Apple into the United States. Apple has 60 days since that ruling in October to either come to a deal with Massimo to get this done and sign a licensing agreement, or convince President Biden to veto the order. That expires December 25th, which is Christmas. And then on December 26th, the import ban takes effect. At this point, anything could still happen, but pretty much everybody seems to think that by a mile, the most likely outcome is that come December 26th, Apple is no longer going to be allowed to sell most of its Apple Watch models in the United States. Apple lost.
If you can't look at it, how do you do it? You're trying to do kind of dynamic things.
And this is where I break down the fantastic, imaginative, and often disturbing memes that you sent to me throughout the internet memosphere by tagging #AngryMemeReview whenever you post your fantastically creative memes. Whether it be on Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, or Grindr. Some of you took Grindr a little too seriously because some random colonel decided to make himself the meme military dog BDSM and posting a lot of it on Instagram. Oh, his account's private now. So, wonder if he thought that was a mistake. So, today we're going to have, besides your fantastic homework, which we'll go through later on. First it's the randomness and then this. So, besides this wonderful meme that I gave you last time as homework, we're going to go over the weird colonel with the dog BDSM fetish, and of course the utter randomness that you've decided to send me. Before we go any further, first a word from our sponsors. Raid! No, I got you. It's not Raid. There's no sponsor. It's just me. I've got a Christmas sale going on. Black Friday's a 20% off code at angry-cops.com. That's right. Get yourself something for you and the kids. Get a caffeine and hate shirt. Give your friends a POV if they've done something exceptional in your life. Any other fantastic shirt, mug, or sticker that your little heart desires. All right. Let's go to these, shall we? Me looking at the guy who says they punch a drill sergeant if they got his face. Right running into wildlife in the field. But this guy needs a hunt. Leave the wildlife alone. Well, there's a video going around right now on social media of them like coaxing a camel into fighting them. You know what you did. Join the military for free college so I can get a better job. Can't get a better job because I spent too much time in the military. Look at you, accidental lifers. The guys that stay in for 12 years and then didn't try to push themselves into any other skill, and now they're just stuck. They gotta plow on. They gotta hit that 20. Ukrainian child, small arms into a training kit. Turn playtime into learning time. Teach your child essential skills to survive. Remember, kids, only you can stop Russian invasions. Army Career Center. Come on, bro. One enlistment. A quick 4-year adventure. 13 years later, when the motherfucker with tiny heart syndrome wants to quit. You're a fucking pussy. Normal person. Why would I spend money on a crack house? That's a bad investment. Angry cops. You're a fucking pussy. Some of you with the Photoshop and your individual talent, it's scary how good you are. Somebody made an EDM beat out of me saying the shit that I just said for the previous video. Play that pussy. 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 You're a fucking pussy. 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 You're a fucking pussy. I showed you my crack house. Please respond. Oh my god, it's like those horrible Snapchat responses or Instagram DMs where they're like, I showed you a pic of my wiener. Please respond. So it's just desperate, sad men. Just like myself, but instead of mine being some sort of poor sexual dick pic to a stranger, it's me trying to fix it.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by.
Dead in the eyes, knowing full well I'm about to start stealing all his shit. Amen. It's the specialty of the Fort Bragg-based 82nd Airborne Division. What is gay?
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
I found a spot of mold on my ceiling tile. What should I do? Listen up, weirdos. The Quilt Platoon Daddy, a fantastic profile on Instagram. Just because you're having a hard time does not mean you're going to message me, and I'm going to throw it up the chain of command.
Enemy soldier incoming.
The army is...
Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
Army and hard and make these with these memes.
Rep for dust off. We're up in 3 mics. Let's move. Here we are. Head shed gave the green light. We're deploying you to the front lines. You're up. Grab your chutes. Enemy activity will be high.
What is going on today?
Let's get this done. Battle Royale.
Dog Colonel. I hope we lose. Applicant 2017. Yeah, I think OCS
You got gas closing in fast. Unass yourself to the safe zone.
Captain in 2022. This is not what I had in mind, but it's what your colonel wants. It's what he wants. Okay, good. When you're asked about entertaining a judge and his wife. Oh, jeez. Check out Donut Operator's Angry Cop Yells at Judge video. You'll get it. You'll see me in my element. Shut up. Listen, what? Shut up. Listen to me. Let me talk to you. When you want to light up a refrain for being stupid, but Jesus is watching. I got this off of Reddit, and the same fantastic Photoshop person said, hey, you know what it looks like?
Enemies dropping into the AO. Be advised, there's an enemy squad gunning for you.
Fucking idiot. I've got the halo has been sainted, and then I did
I'm fucking so dead.
You're losing ground. Move it. The enemy lost track of you. Good work down there.
I don't have fucking a lot of bullets. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna fucking
Got him.
Buddy, what do you think about this, huh?
Go to a military school with a family, leave divorced. Womp womp. Army strong. It has a halo in this. Like, there's that weird golden plate behind my head while I'm talking to Basement Jesus, and it looks like I've got the halo, like I've been sainted. Yes! Saint Richard, the crack house. I love. That's impressive. When I think of shit that I want to see, that's it. That's it. I'm saving that in my phone. Whenever I want to be cool, like somebody wasted 20 minutes out of the day, 5 minutes, to make this fucking amazing shit. To make this freaking amazing thing. Senior NCOs with a thick E3 messed up. Oh dear. Oh dear.
When you're a soldier on Call of Duty,
Senior NCOs when everyone else messes up.
sometimes you just need to hang out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smoke a little bit.
Find the guy your wife
and then
ran
get back
away
to
with,
work.
leaving you and your 2 kids, all because she got some course cop. Oh, it happens. Go to a military school with a family, leave divorced. Womp womp. Army strong. I'm not gonna lie, I've got better legs than half those broads on this thing. And what kind of angry meme review would it be if somebody wasn't poking fun at me and putting me in a light where it looks like I'm sucking a dick? Looking like I'm double fisting a ghost cock. Okay, Tiny Dude is big now. You're welcome, Grinder. The soldier behind me stepping on my heels on a 15-mile ruck march. You're really riding my ass back there. I can't help it, I've got short legs. I've got to jog. I can't just run march. I have to jog because I'm all up my body and just squat legs. That's all I've got. I just got powerful squat legs that are good for sprints, not long distance. And when it comes to marching, I just trot. I just happily trot along. Otherwise, I'm looking like a deranged ball walker. Oh my God, I forget this person's name. I hope I got their name on here. I don't have, their name's like Allison, and they're so fucking good. It's like Allison on Reddit, Allison something on Reddit. She makes the best fucking Photoshop, and I think I got like 4. Of
course.
And your Photoshop is the shit.
Shit! The fucking gift.
Got a loadout drop inbound.
What do you think about that, huh? What do you think about that?
This is top tier me. Let's look at it. When your patrol is only noticeable.
Gas is inbound, marking a new safe zone.
Okay, Jets. What if we all died?
He literally looks like a sexual gimp, you know, like, that's scary a little bit, but it's interesting.
It's an emotional thing. You're just doing a walkthrough to get your reps in so that you're not rusty, not the rust up, and some fucking moron just what ifs the notional situation to death. Like, I don't know, what if your aunt had a dick, she'd be your uncle, guy? And then, of course, there's me as a raid character. Angry Cop, level 40. Rare. I'm an attack person. Power? I'm underpowered. There should be a lot more power there. That Allison person again. Just crush it. And now, it's time for your fantastic homework that you've sent to me throughout the month that I'm going to break down quickly. Now, and let me tell you something, gang. even Facebook are on fire right now. Instagram, you're going in a steady decline.
Got gas moving in.
Instagram. Now listen up, people. If you've got a favorite meme profile on Instagram, share their shit with me and say I should post it on Angry Meme Review. I'm all about giving people credit, especially if they're fantastic memes. Let's get on to your homework. There's a lot of it, so we're going to do some rapid fire. The S1 one asked where they put your leave packet you gave them 5 seconds ago. Where's Chief? Drill. Did you wake up retarded or were you born that way? Some of you know the answer. When your stripper girlfriend of 2 months is 6 months pregnant, and she says it's yours. When duty knocks on your door on a Friday night. I love that there's dip and a Modelo in his hand. And then there's that cheap boombox with lights in it that everybody has in the barracks. So you can just bump the jams. Just fucking pump that shit out. Beats and slap, son. And then you end up fighting your dude. Hearts and Minds 101. Approach with palms up. Equals not a threat, as seen in figure 34. When you get asked why the hearts and minds are on the walls and floor. Damn it, I thought we just did a meme about how to win hearts and minds. When your whole squad is shamming, and the platoon sergeant asks you where they went. Deny, deny, deny. Where the hell is your battle buddy? Shrug your fucking shoulders to a drill sergeant. See how that goes, dipshit. Drill sergeant. Here's your battle buddy.
This intel reveals the location of the next gas bridge. Get it to the uplink station marked on your tac map for decryption before it's too late.
I'm about to get fucked up! Troops, can we have leaders? Commands. Refer to figure 34 for the appropriate reaction when asked if you enlisted me as an Army E-girl. Who is that Army? She's a CA or PsyOps. I think she's a PsyOps. And she's like a cute E-girl. And she went super viral like last month. And people were being like, who's the Army PsyOp we need to join? Yeah, or, you know, the Army just why are you in debt? The private that wasted all his money on a Dodge truck.
The enemy took that one. Let's get him back.
This month's Angry Meme Reviews. That's right. Sometimes all you need is a friend popping out of the side.
I don't know why I grabbed the fucking mine. I don't know why I was like, well, fuck.
But didn't turn in any copies of paperwork to ops. You can ignore all you want, but at noon today, I will initiate a recall due to improper clearing, which will give you 48 hours to respond with an ETA, or you will be considered AWOL from the Army, not ETS. Response. Dang.
Where's the hey on? Call these on. Dude, you look fresh, huh?
Dawson Randy, whatever, like hanging out there in the elephant cage.
3 days ago. But as an acting first sergeant, oh, I love how he threw an acting first sergeant. You should know that, right? Because a first sergeant
What is it?
knows the whereabouts of their soldiers. You're an acting first sergeant, so how about you act like one? That's all right, though. Hope you and I team together. Something tells me somebody's a ticket. Or it's a learning moment, you know. Sometimes when you're about to be responsible, you take your place, you go up and you have to talk to your dogs, right? You get a checklist and make sure that but it's up to you, to make it a teaching moment for yourself.
Hey, let's just take a shortcut.
Is what I just said in violation of show? No.
Remember safety first.
Check your weapons, check your gear.
Why would they do that?
Always a real person on the phone. I'm not put on hold. I'm not waiting.
They take care of your problem, and you get back to living life and the things that you
All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized.
Press for dust off. We're up in 3 mics. Let's move. There we are. Head shed gave the green light. We're deploying you to the front lines. You're up. Grab your chutes. You are cleared hot on all threats. Watch your ass down there.
Let's get this done. Battle Royale. Keep clear of that gas. Get to the safe zone.
Spawny and small, walking around the parade field. Left, right, left. Gets 165 pounds soaking wet run. Game on. Channel 3. In case none of you realize this, Channel 3 is what we used to use on the television in order to play VHS tapes, VCR, VHS, DVDs. Jesus. Videos. Let's pick the pace. We don't got all day.
Motherfucker.
That is some old school retro shit right there.
Gas is inbound.
Look at those vagina caps. Crisp salutes. I'm loving it already. If you can guess which company I'm in, go ahead. Make a guess. What do you thought? Make a guess. You got 1 on 4 chance. 1 on 4 chance. 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Delta Company. 239. And the answer is correct. I graduated basic training in 2005. Let's carry on.
And the installation, Command Sergeant Major. Command Sergeant Major Jones King. Welcome to Fort Jackson, South Carolina. And the Jackson of Company D.
The way you're looking at it, my company.
Positive ID on the bounty targets. Hunt them down.
Company E.
Why? Well, because we were super special. You'll figure out why my company was super special. Besides, of course, that I was in it.
Vice Chief of Staff, United States Army, General Richard Cody, and all other distinguished guests.
They're like, why did you? It's like, don't worry about it. Just want to make sure that I'm optimal.
It's a surprise.
You know me in pharmaceuticals.
Gives a little prayer.
Basic combat training.
Look at that fantastic picture.
Right? So this is what, a battle rifle?
The one called out to defend our great Constitution.
No, it's a sniper. And this one's a sniper too. That one's a better sniper. This is a good.
Become part of the noble profession of soldiers.
Who's looking around females?
Strive to maintain the highest standards and values that they have learned here at basic combat training.
Yeah, that they learned something forgot already in formation.
This prayer.
Oh, look at how baby faced all of us are.
God will ask you as they go from this place, this day, that they go under.
What are you looking at, fella? You eyeballing this fucking camera guy? How about you stick those freaking eyeballs back to yourself at night straight?
Friendly UAV providing recon.
To meet the new challenges.
Oh, another female just looking at me, huh? Side-eyeing me.
Amen. Please be seated. The purpose of the day's ceremony is to recognize the
Loadout drop headed your way.
you see standing in formation before you, who have chosen to serve their country as soldiers. This review is the last official formation of the training cycle. Not everyone is successful.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
It's true, not everybody does complete basic training.
Represent discipline, motivated, physically fit soldiers who exemplify the Army's 7 core values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, integrity, and personal courage.
Fuck you.
And the warrior ethos found in the Soldier's Creed, they are. It's never leaving behind a false confidence.
Where the fuck are you, buddy?
Civilian effort. Keep your head up. Return to base for debrief.
Alright, I gotta go play Zelda because I want to beat that game. So, see you. That's it for today.
Graduating soldiers from Company D, 2nd Battalion, 39th Infantry Regiment.